In this video, I'm going to talk about Microsoft Copilot Scenario Library. So, the Scenario Library is basically a guide to implement, build, and adopt Copilot within your organization. So, what does this library contain? So, this library consists of artifacts which will allow you to understand Copilot from a department or technology perspective. So, there is a scenario based on technology, based on department. Now, these are informations are downloadable, so you can download a PowerPoint slide deck. Now, the PowerPoint slide decks are classified into three different categories. So, first is a functional scenario kit. Now, this is a comprehensive slide deck. Then there is a scenario guide, and then there is a day in the life guide. So again, scenario guide and day in the life guide are one slide document. Now, take for example, if there is a functional scenario of customer service. Okay, so if you download functional scenario kit for customer service, then you get a comprehensive slide deck, approximately like 20 slides. Now, scenario guide and day in the life guide will be one of the slide within the functional scenario kit. So if you do not want to download everything, you can utilize scenario guide or day in the life guide. Now, these are the URLs. So if, as you see over here, this is the URL for scenario kit download. Now, from a department or technology wise categorization, if you really want to understand how we can utilize Copilot in, say, customer service, or in finance department, or in the information technology department, or a marketing department, or a legal department, or human resources department, um, or how do I utilize marketing communications using Copilot, how I can utilize Copilot in sales, how can I utilize Copilot in operations. So if you have that like basic understanding of Copilot, but then you do not know how to utilize from a context perspective, from a department wide initiative, then this will be a good place for you to understand. So if you see from the scenario slide deck, uh, if I want to understand how Copilot can be utilized from a human resources perspective, then you can see that I can use it for analyzing the hiring practices. Okay, automate benefits, query management, candidate search, delivering insights to managers, improving the onboarding and developmental process, improve organizational health metrics, managing internal job transitions, resolving employee issues, streamlining benefits and compensation, streamlining benefits and compensation in both like Copilot 5365 and Copilot Studio, streamlining the recruitment process and updating the policy document. So these are some of the ideas which Microsoft has provided out of the box, but you can use it for much more than what it is mentioned over here. Okay, so this will just give you a jump start on how you can start utilizing Copilot from a human resources perspective. Now, from a marketing comms or mark comms perspective, what you can do is like you can author an internal comms post, you can conduct a media interview, draft a social media copy, prepare a blog post. Okay, and then there are many other things which you can do from a marketing comms perspective, but at least start with the first four, and then once you get a grip of Copilot, then you can utilize it for wider things as well. You can use it to generate insights as well. So like as you see, like it is this human resources section talks about delivering insights to manager. Now, insight is like it's basically like an understanding about the current context in terms of, say, I would say output can be a graph. Okay, now that same thing can be used for marketing communications as well. From a legal perspective, you can develop a compliance video, you can define the strategy development for the legal team, licensing agreement negotiation, contract review, legal guidance. So all those things can be done from a legal perspective. From a sales, you can respond to an RFP. It will help you shape up the RFP content. Post sale customer insight, improving customer meetings, creating personalized offer, creating an unsolicited proposal, uh, quicker customer response, and CRM update. So all the scenarios can be used for a specific department, and there are many more like information technology, finance, operations, marketing, customer service. Now, from a customer service perspective, you can use it to identify a root cause. You can use it to manage a service agent, communication logging, boosting field efficiency, responding to a customer complaint. So these are just like a jump start. So if you see Dynamics 365 customer service implementation of the Copilot, in that you will see various scenario. Now I can use Copilot to skim through the knowledge articles. If the knowledge article matches with a specific keyword, then I can suggest as a part of the case resolution. So that is one aspect. Second is summarization of the case description and giving the agent an understanding about the case without even reading the case. So it's like summarizing a case title or case description field. So like this, you can do whole bunch of things in terms of utilizing Copilot. Uh, and I'm not going to go into each and everything of finance, information technology, but then this particular scenario library will give you a complete gist of it. Now, this is just like introduction slide on the functional scenario kit. As I mentioned to you, functional scenario kit is a comprehensive document. It will contain more than like 10, 15 slides. And then you can use that slides to understand Copilot. You can to understand Copilot in various divisions or department. However, if you would just want to use a scenario guide, then this is just a good start provided by Microsoft in terms of scenario guide. So this scenario guide talks about responding to a customer complaint. So and this is also specifying the Copilot for Microsoft 365. So it will give you a scope, like this is used from a context of Copilot for Microsoft 365, and what is the scenario level, why someone will use it. Now the scenario level is buy. Okay. And what are the KPIs impacted? Now, these are the KPI impacted: CSAT, service quality, resolution time, so customer satisfaction. Okay, so that's a KPI which gets impacted by this particular scenario. What are the value benefit you get? You get a cost saving, you get a good employee experience. Okay, now how to understand this entire scenario is by going in through the steps. So first is review the customer history, accelerate diagnosis, meet with the product team, draft the proposed response, meet with the customer, and share response. Now, as you see over here in this entire journey, you will utilize various technologies, right? Now, the technology for the first, from a reviewing customer histories, you will utilize Copilot. You basically will use Copilot to summarize all the email thread and the customer meetings. Once you get all this information, you will again ask Copilot to gather product information, get internal and external sources, and get a historical resolution to aid the diagnosis. So you will use Copilot again in this scenario. So the benefit is basically gathering product information using Copilot. Once you're done with that, you will utilize Teams. So how you can use Teams is like you use Copilot in Teams to suggest questions to ask the product team based on the customer request and potential solution. Now Copilot will help you boost creativity, so your responses will be more creative, and then you can provide a better response to your customer. Now, on basis of the response you receive from the team, you will utilize Copilot in Word. So utilizing Copilot in Word will allow you to update the best practices and scripts to enable Copilot to provide agents step-by-step resolution. So basically, you're drafting the key guides and scripts which will help the agent. Now, once you're done with it, you will utilize Copilot in Teams. Basically, you will it with Copilot in Teams will help you take meeting notes, summarize the meeting notes, and understand the context of the meeting if you miss out the meeting. Then this basically it talks about documenting and socializing the action item to keep the resolution process moving forward. Then we have Copilot in Outlook. Now, Copilot in Outlook will draft an email summarizing the interaction and highlighting how the issue will be resolved. So basically, it will provide you a draft email which will contain the actual resolution of the issue at hand. So this is just one example on how will you respond to a customer complaint and how will you utilize Copilot. Now it is not specifically to we are talking about one technology. So we are talking about a Copilot in the web. Okay, and we are talking about Copilot in Teams, Copilot in Word, and then Copilot in Outlook. So it's a combination of various Copilots with the help of which we can basically respond to a customer in a timely manner. Now, the KPI is impacted, which is mentioned over here, which will be different for different scenarios. Okay, so I'm going through that document in a short while. Now, apart from scenario guide, you will have a day in the life guide. So, day in the life of a service agent. So, how the service agent day will look like. So, this is just an example. Now, again, the scenario is about buy. Okay. Now, Ethan is a customer service agent. Now, from a uh, day in the life of a service agent, how it is shaped up. Okay. Now, this is available from a Copilot for service perspective. Okay. Now, the benefit, what are the benefits will be attained if you utilize Copilot. So it's basically you get a benefit of 1 hour. Areas of investment is learning. You can do a analysis faster and streamline the task. Now, again, this will talk about how the day in the life of a customer service agent looks like. So, from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Okay. And if you go through each and every journey over here, the agent basically starts his day by reading an email from a customer. Once the user or the agent utilizes the Copilot in Outlook, you can utilize it to generate a case summary. So basically, user receive a case, and then the case summary is generated, and then with the help of Outlook, the user, the basically Ethan, what Ethan is going to do, Ethan is going to draft a reply in Outlook for the user, for the end user from where Ethan has received the response. Now, Ethan can use Copilot to prepare for his own call with an internal team members as well. And then Ethan can use this Copilot in Teams to ask various team members for issues, fixes, and suggestions. Okay. And once that is done, Ethan can again utilize Copilot in Teams or Copilot for Service to summarize the meeting. So this is basically some sort of a usage on how better you can utilize Copilot across various technologies. Now, at the end of the day, Ethan receives a live chat inquiry from another customer asking about a promotion. He can utilize Copilot for Service in Teams to get a concise summary of the promotion and draft a response. So in this box here you will see the what are the action which has been done by that specific user. So Ethan has got a concise summary of the promotion from CRM and has crafted a response. So he has utilized Copilot in Teams, included with plus Copilot for Service, and then he has drafted that response. So day in the life guide will give you a very high level information about how the life of a service agent is run on basis of say specific scenario. Now in this case it is about receiving a ticket or receiving an incident and then providing a response back to the customer. Yeah. So let me show you over here how do you navigate. So first you go to the URL, and once you navigate to this URL, you will see a functional area. So functional areas is customer service, finance, human resources, IT, legal, marketing, marketing comms, operations, sales. Now over here you can select one file to download or you can select multiple file to download. Now one example would be, say I've already shown you customer service scenario, so let me show you finance scenario kit. So if I download this, it will open a PowerPoint slide deck, and this contains say maybe 30 slides. Okay, now the slide content varies across various department. Now for finance it is 30 slide. Now it will give you a basic information about Copilot journey, the tips to use Copilot, effort level for each scenario, and then it will start with the scenario for finance. Now finance is all about utilizing the KPIs, uh, day in the life scenarios, goals and challenges, how Copilot can assist you. Now this we have already seen, like Copilot can be used in building a business case, in contract management, amendment comparison, collection coordination. So based on different roles within your organization, like accountant, analyst, auditor, operations, procurement, now things may change within your organization. Like you may not even have an analyst or maybe an say procurement guy. So it all depends on how your organization is shaped. You can pick and choose whatever information you want from the document, and then this is basically a high level document which will give you a generalized information about utilizing Copilot from a finance department perspective. Now you can also look into various cost per analysis request, day sales outstanding. So these are the slide deck which are provided on basis of some topic. So risk management is one of the topic. Okay, now this risk management, say take for example within your organization or a finance team, if the roles are segregated into budget analyst, compliance, risk manager, then what type of AI solution are you going to utilize? So this slide deck will give you those information. Now, as I mentioned to you, this is a comprehensive slide deck, so it will cover various different scenarios. So one of the scenario would be optimizing your financial operations, contract review, collections coordination. So it will have all this information segregated, and you can go through each and every slide deck to understand how you can utilize Copilot. Now, this is not specific to just Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or Teams, but then if you see in the slide deck here, you will see Copilot in Loop as well. So if you use Loop extensively, then you can utilize the brainstorming functionality, and then you can utilize Copilot in Loop to basically create a space for team members and then summarizing the current page. So like this, you can go through the documentation. I won't go through the documentation, but I'll just show you how to navigate to the website. So first part is a functional scenario kit. The second one is the scenario guides by the functional scenario. Now remember, scenario guides by functional scenario is one of the slide within the functional scenario kit. So if you want to download comprehensively, then just go for downloading functional scenario kit. But however, if you think that information is too comprehensive, then you can basically download scenario guides. So if you scroll down here, you will find another section called as a day in the life guide. Again, day in the life guide is basically one slide document. So if I click on day in the life of a service agent, you will get one slide document which will talk about day in the life of a service agent, which you have already covered in the presentation. Now if you want to see day in the life of a customer support director, then here you will see a in the slide deck on how the customer support director day looks like. Okay, this it basically talks about the scenario level of building. Benefit is of an R, area of investment is team building, analysis and communication are the benefit which you get out of this particular scenario. Now if I just scroll up, as I mentioned to you, it is segregated on basis of department, and then it is giving you the scenario guide. So if I want to see identify a root cause scenario, then I will be able to see a one slider deck which will talk about identifying a root cause. Now, again, I mentioned to you this is not specific to one technology. It includes Copilot Studio as well. It includes Copilot in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Teams, Outlook, and then it includes Viva as well. So and I've seen in one of the sections. So if you see, if you want to understand more about say operations, or if you want to understand more about information technology, you can navigate from here, and then you can just click on evaluate and purchase a new IT solution. So if I click on it, it will give you a summarized information about evaluating and purchasing a new IT solutions, and what are the KPIs impacted. Like say in this case, it is reduction of the cost. Value benefit is cost saving and employee experience. So here it is nicely segregated into various sections, and it will give you the same information what is available within the slide deck, like gathering the business requirement, researching the solution in Copilot, creating build versus buy using Copilot in Excel, creating solution RFP. Okay, so if you download the scenario guide, here you will see that same information in the slide deck. So here you'll see Copilot in Excel, Copilot in Word, Copilot. So in Copilot, the fifth step is creating a comparison chart. So if you see this document over here, fifth point is creating a comparison chart. So basically, the same document content is relayed over here in a web page, and you can also watch videos with regards to how you start the journey of Copilot within your organization from here. So overall, I would say this is like a good kit. Basically, it's a scenario guide. So if you want to understand more from a department or a process perspective, then this will be a right path to start with. So that's it, folks. Thanks for watching Microsoft Copilot Scenario Library video. Thank you.